Eyewitness News First at 4 continues.
What started out as 10 acres of river bottom several years ago got a big boost recently, $11 million, and 400 acres are coming to the Green River National Wildlife Refuge, and it will be a major game changer here. Joining me to talk more about this is Chase Fulcher and Mike Morton with the Friends of the Green River National Wildlife Refuge right here in Henderson County. Thank you both for being here with us. Talk about this National Wildlife Refuge. I think a lot of folks don't even realize that it's here and what it is.
Well, Shelley, this is great news for the tri-state, but in Henderson County, the second refuge ever to be named in Kentucky is the Green River Refuge. And the big boost you're talking about is $11.4 million that was just named for the refuge from bird stamp money. So to get that in Kentucky for the first time ever, to facilitate 1,355 additional acres is going to triple our refuge in just 3 years.
That is amazing. Now let's take a look at the map, if we can get a close-up shot of this map, because I want to kind of show folks where it is. Of course, this is the Ohio River that we can see here. This little area right down here in the blue is just what you have now, correct?
That's right.
And explain what all this other is, and because that's where I'm understanding is the potential growth, correct?
Right.
The Green River Refuge is broken into several different sections and compartments for simplistic purposes. The first acquisition, as you highlighted, was just in right there, where you just put your finger, was the first acquisition.
And that's in place now?
That's in place now.
Okay.
They have acquired 4 other small tracts totaling 700 acres scattered out in both the Scuffletown unit and the Horseshoe Bend unit.
And this is what we're talking about here,
Yes.
right? Okay.
And the upcoming 1,300 acre purchase, I honestly don't know where it is exactly, because our group is not involved with on the ground acquisition. That's U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service dollars and staff, and they don't want to name that at this time.
Gotcha.
When there's confidentiality reasons,
Oh, sure.
like you can't talk about families or closings or anything until it all happens.
But you mentioned this is all voluntary. There is nothing that's being forced from folks.
There's no, it's all voluntary. It's all willing sellers. There's no condemnation. This is a friendly thing.
Right.
And can you imagine in the future having a refuge that's 24,000 acres?
That's amazing.
Just for our county, the benefits to Evansville, Vanderburgh County, Davis County, Henderson County. This is generational. It's going to affect our grandchildren, great-grandchildren, for the betterment.
And I think we have some video that I'd like to show. We went out to the area that is currently the refuge, and we took some video, and it is strikingly beautiful out there. What does this mean to Henderson County to have something like this right here?
Well, what it means is just I-69 coming through, they have to mitigate on a 2 to 1, 3 to 1, or 4 to 1 ratio. And if those funds had to go be spent in other states, and just to protect the wildlife for the future, that we have areas designated to do that.
And what are your hopes with this expansion? A lot's going to happen here. What are your future plans for this? What do you hope to happen?
Well, we just planted, 450 hardwoods with 20 to 25 children through the FFA program of the high school. And they all wanted to come back out. They wanted to see the fruits of their labor that day. They wanted to come back and see the trees in years to come. We want to have classroom settings. We want to involve the high school. We want to involve youth and get them off the couch, get them off their iPads, get children outdoors to realize what nature really is.
So this is a great educational opportunity, but this is also a recreation area.
Absolutely.
What kind of things are offered here? What will people be able to do on this refuge?
Currently, it's open to hiking, bird watching, nature enjoyment. The regulations for hunting and fishing have to go through the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife regs to make sure everything's in compliance with that, and they hope to have that in place this fall for the fall hunting seasons.
So there's so much to do here, and when you have this expansion, will any of that change, or will that just expand?
They just continue to expand, you hope.
And the greatest news, we hope to get a full-time staff person soon.
And what will that mean, and when will that happen?
Well, the benefits of having a federal wildlife refuge in Henderson County can bring a lot of other benefits and grants and access to refuge lands. And to be the second ever in Kentucky, I mean, what does that say? And it's going to benefit the tri-state.
Absolutely. And I would also think that, having amenities like this in the area is good for just economic development and bringing people in.
A lot of new companies look for green recreation features nearby their facilities. And that's one of the many things that they have on their checklist when they want to move to a new county. And this is tourism 101. You've got to have the site first.
Well, tell folks where to go and can folks just come out and take a look at it and take part in it right now?
The lands are currently open, as I said, to passive recreation, bird watching, hiking. Hunting seasons are currently closed now.
Where's the best place to access it?
The most easy access track is off of Green River Road, just east of Audubon Park, and then there's 2 tracks up on Horseshoe Bend Unit that are visibly marked from the road where the boundary lines are.
And you all are with the Friends of the Green River Wildlife Refuge. Do you all, are you looking for more folks if anyone's
Absolutely.
Interested in helping out? How do they find out
Well,
about
we've
you?
had a lot of people contact us for life sponsorship of $5,000.
Wow.
We have no paid individuals. Our board represent people that are involved in conservation and want to have our area betterment. So the Friends group is just here to have boots on the ground, help facilitate, help connect people, help the school get involved. We're here just to help facilitate the refuge grow in an accelerated rate.
And we'll try to get a link to your Facebook. I believe you have Facebook.
Yeah, we have a Facebook page, what I was going to say, Friends of Green River National Wildlife Refuge, all one big long word. And my personal email is mmorton1982@hotmail.com. Okay. And that if anybody will contact me, I'll happily share information about the refuge.
Well, this is very exciting. Thank you both for coming, and thanks for all you do for our environment and that beautiful refuge there.
Thank you for having us.
We thank you for your contact, Shelley, and your interest in a refuge and how much it means to our area. So
Absolutely.
we appreciate all you do every day.
All right. Well, thanks you guys for being here. And I can't wait to do more stories about how this moves along here. Well, of course,